How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is M, and today we will be discussing whether I believe long tube headers are worth purchasing and installing on your 5.7 liter HEMI. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, we have to address the cost. Now, on average, these long tube headers will run you around $800 to $1,000 or more. Typically, the or more part. You want to get yourself a quality pair of headers. If you go ahead and cheap out, they're going to rust, crack, have fitment issues, and if they do not have equal length primaries, they are not going to be as good, as efficient, produce as much power, and they might not even sound as good. The sound can be different depending on the length of the primaries, as well as if they are equidistant. So this should all factor into the decision that you make. Sure, you can find them for $250, $300, $350, $400, but how long are they going to last you? Are they going to be quality? Are you going to make the same power? Are they going to sound good? If you are going to purchase some headers, it is best that you do not cheap out. And the $800 to $1,000 average typically does not cover the cost of mid pipes. My setup was $1,700 from American Racing Headers, and that is with catless mid pipes. If I chose to keep catalytic converters, if I wanted to retain the catalyst system, I would have been, I don't know, $200, $300 more in the hole. If you were going to purchase headers, buy once, cry once, spend quality money, and get your money's worth. Now let's move on to an adjacent topic. Either the install difficulty or the install cost. So if you are not going to install them yourself, typically you will see $700 to $1,000 as the quote for the install for the labor. It's just what it is. A lot of times people don't want to touch it. Some people will just drop the whole front cradle. Some people will, pull the heads. There's a lot of different ways people do it. Either way, people do not like doing it sometimes because it's a pain. So they're going to give you a quote that is worth their time. A lot of these folks, especially around the Metro Detroit area, will charge $100 to $125 an hour in labor. So if that is 6 or 7 hours in installing those headers, you are going to be paying a pretty penny. If you know a mobile mechanic who's going to throw you a deal or a buddy who will help you out and install them for a few $100, that is your best route other than installing them yourself, because any shop is going to make their money's worth. If you're installing them yourself, let's go ahead and discuss the difficulty. Now, it is not that difficult. It is more so time consuming. If you have rusty bolts and everything like that and inadequate tools, yes, it is going to be hard and time consuming. So if you don't have adequate tools, the level of difficulty surely increases. However, if you have experience and you have the tools to do it, it is just time consuming more so. Just due to the limited space that you have to work, as well as some of those bolts being a little bit more difficult, we'll give the install a 4 or 5 out of 10 difficulty wise. If you have the knowledge, you have the equipment, you got a lift or the jacks, and you have the tools to get it done, and you have the will, boy, you better make a way, because you do not want to be spending $700 for somebody else to do it. Now let's move on to the power gains. No matter what, even untuned, immediately you will feel a difference. I did, everybody else does. It feels a lot better. It moves the power band, and you're going to notice a difference picking up power, as well as a slight loss of low end torque. Now, this is normal until you get a tune. Do you need a tune? It is not necessary. Will you be running rich? Yes, you will definitely be running rich. So to make the most power and get the most out of those long tube headers, a tune is the most beneficial route to go. If you go check out my Instagram or some of my other videos, TikTok, whatever, every single one of those videos with the long tubes is with me untuned. I mean, I have a 93 octane tune, but it is not accounting for the long tube headers. I am running rich. If I were to spend a few $100s, I would pick up more power. But you most definitely will feel a difference untuned. Here's a 40 roll between my buddy's lightly modified 300C pre-Eagle engine as well, and then my 300C with the long tube headers before the LSD or anything else. I don't have a LSD or anything in the car. It is just basically long tubes, 180-degree thermostat, wheels and tires. I didn't even have suspension. So the difference you can see between these two cars can be attributed to the long tube headers. Roll the clip. So as you can see, even untuned, it will surely make a difference. So before you get a tune, you will feel a slight loss of low end torque, but you will pick up approximately 15 to 20 horsepower. And after a tune, you'll see a return of low end torque, as well as picking up power throughout the whole power band. Long tube headers with a tune, especially if that motor has supporting modifications to support the flow, can net you up to about 40 horsepower. And some people do get confused when I mention supporting modifications with the long tube headers. I mean it in this way. If your 5.7 liter HEMI has an upgraded intake that flows immaculately, you have a camshaft that's moving more air, and you put those long tube headers on, you are most likely going to see that 40 horsepower gain just due to the fact that the engine is efficient in moving that air. If you put these long tube headers on a stock pre-Eagle and tune it, that intake manifold that's a choke point after 5,800 RPM and kind of isn't the best intake manifold to begin with, well, you are not going to see a full 40 horsepower gain just due to the fact that that engine doesn't move air as well. If you don't have the long tube headers, you're not going to see that extra 40 horsepower. They're basically saying if your engine moves air efficiently without them, you are going to pick up the 40 horsepower. If you don't have the most efficient engine to begin with and you add them, you are going to see a nice amount of power picked up. However, it might not be that 40 horsepower number. You might not see that full 40 horsepower because somewhere else in your engine, there's a restriction of flow. So like I said, untuned, they're good for about 15, 20 horsepower. And then with a tune accounting for the long tube headers, you can pick up 40 horsepower and about 30 foot-pounds of torque. Now moving forward, let's discuss the sound. The sound alone can be pretty damn convincing. I know I wanted long tube headers before I knew how much power I was going to pick up. Long tube headers don't just change how loud the vehicle is, it completely changes the tone of the vehicle. Long tubes and cruising an auto sticker with some paddles, being able to control that noise, RPM, fantastic. I love 5.7s with long tubes. Now your catback will be a determining factor. When I had the catback with full resonators and everything else, my car was a lot more tame. But either way, those long tube headers are going to completely change the sound. And lastly, another determining factor is whether you are going to keep the catalytic converters or not. Catless is going to sound a lot more raspy and raw, and with the catalytic converter is going to sound a little bit more tame and rounded out per se. So make sure to keep these things in mind. And lastly, let's just discuss a few things to know or keep in mind. Firstly, the power band will move up and the vehicle will drive different from here on out. And if you didn't catch it when I mentioned it earlier, another thing that you should keep in mind is the fact that you will lose a bit of low end torque. This is normal, this is typical until you get a tune, don't worry. This is one that most people don't talk about, but is most definitely interesting. Even at stock ride height, you can sometimes scrape. You wouldn't think there would be any clearance issues, especially at stock ride height. However, on certain speed bumps or just certain bumps getting in and out of parking garages and things like that, you may slightly scrape. So if you were lowered or plan to be lowered in the future, keep this in mind. And the last thing to keep in mind is the fact that long tube headers are deemed off-road use only, so they are not street legal. Now, a lot of cops will be perfectly fine with it and not really care, but there are some that will absolutely make your life a living hell, so just try to keep it under wraps in general. The long tube headers are their own issue alone. If you're catless, that's just going to add to it. If you have an extremely modified catback or just straight pipe and it dumps and it's loud as hell, that's just going to make your situation worse. So keep in mind they are deemed off-road use only, and when you make that purchase, you are signing the contract that you are going to use them off-road only. That's just part of the deal. So altogether, do I think long tube headers are worth it on your 5.7 liter HEMI? Of course, I have long tube headers on my 5.7 liter, and I would not hesitate to go ahead and buy another pair if I didn't have some already. It's just, long tube headers are one of the best modifications I personally think you can do for your 5.7 liter HEMI. I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog sneezing and messing around in the background. She's rolling around like a goofball. In my opinion, long tube headers are a great modification. They absolutely change the way the vehicle drives. You can feel the power gains without even needing a tune, and they're just absolutely phenomenal to drive with and have fun with. Overall, I believe long tube headers are a great modification for your 5.7 liter HEMI. You are going to pick up some decent power and your car is going to sound fantastic. Every time I get in that car and do a pull, downshift, rev it, start it up, anything, it just makes me realize how much I would have regret not getting them. So Let me know in the comments down below, do you believe long tube headers are worth purchasing for your 5.7 liter Hemi? If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button so YouTube pushes it out to more people. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.